for waiting on me, and thank you so much for being notified that I am live. If this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle, pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are truly deeply rooted in ATRs. Those are the African tradition. On my platform, I do teach universal laws. Universal laws are applicable to each and every one of you guys. And let me explain something to you. I don't teach my personal opinions or my practices. What I teach is universal law, because everybody needs some help. You understand? Whether you're intermediate, whether you're advanced, whether you are a beginner, or whether you're on the sideline just looking. On tonight, as above, so below, we're talking about Mars energy. And this is a good night to teach and give you guys some information, especially if you are trying to grow in these things, what we call real magic, learning real spirituality, because we are people that got real life situations and we need these things resolved. Is that not my Sagittarius from Philadelphia, Chris in the house? Much love to you. Then I got my baby Scorpio. Come on in the upper room. We going to the upper chambers on tonight. And those that do not know, my birthday is going to be on Friday, so I'm going to share some stuff with y'all before we get there. What's up? Is that got to mighty know that Cassandra? That's my Capricorn. Lord have mercy. I got to do better as a man, because I don't know why she stay away from me. But anyway, what's up, Mama Susan? Gemini in the house. There go my beau ass. Yes, he has his ass here with me on tonight. And there go my Karen O'Brien. Gemini, come through, Karen O'Brien. Show Apostle some love. Loving you seems to be so wonderful. I'm rocking my Fetty from Orula. I talk about divination because y'all know I do readings and I do consultation. Y'all be talking about some stuff tonight. What's up there, Jelly Sweets? Come on up in here. You Jelly Sweets, you remember when I used to mess your name up? Yes, but you waited on me. You let me be better and do better. Yes, you did. And now I say, is it rise? Yes, I do. All right there. What's up there? Got my Cassandra, the goat, the Capricorn in the house. Now, to all of my Christian buddies that don't know, I'm flipping these cards. I'm burning incense too, guys. These are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God. To all of you guys that got your Mafeti Fun, you got your talisman. These are only $300 donation. We got Mafeti Fun Ogun. We got Mafeti Fun Obatala. I also have Mafeti Fun Oya. And this is Mafeti Fun Oshun and Mafeti Fun Eligwa. And to all of you guys, just what we would get out tonight, I'm going to be talking about divination. So if you got situations where you want to understand your dreams, you want to understand your readings and the type of readings and how you actually move forward in those readings, I want to talk to grown folks tonight. I don't do cheering church, not even at my church where I pay the bills. I still don't do cheering church. What's up there, my Natasha Foster? You were checking for me. I didn't have to wait on you tonight. Let me tell you something. When y'all make me wait, y'all better make it worth my while. Because if I make you wait, I'm going to make up for the old and the new. Y'all understand? If I ever be late on anything, dinner date, sex, it don't matter. But I promise you, as a man of God, I'm going to make up for my lateness. Yes. You're going to say, late, Lord. Late, Lord. Late, Lord. It's okay, Lord. Late, Lord. Yes, yes. My Fetty Foon Oshun in the house. We're going to be talking about it on tonight. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, Monique 444? Where's my Shamari? I've been thinking about her nickname. I've been thinking dirty, though. I'm trying to be nice, ladylike. But if it ain't in you, just ain't in you. I don't care how much you pray to the Rishas, the Loa, the Nkisi, the Mpungo. It is what it is. Yeah. But when I think about Shamari, I always think about how Shamari is very stylish. She's very seductive. She always trying to act like she innocent. Shamari the type of woman was like, no, get it, don't stop, get it, bit it, pop it. That's Shamari. So I be thinking about Two Live Crew. That's what been going through my head. But anyway, y'all, I'm here for, oh my God, I really need this. Yeah, we're going to be talking about, because when it comes to dreams and stuff like that, and I'm going to be coming from a concept that may be a little different than what you're accustomed to. So all of you guys that got my mental clarity, all of you guys that got guardian instinct, all of you guys that got ancestor instinct, and when I also I don't know if he's on here yet, but if y'all don't mind, we did it early in our church group, but Darius, my spiritual son, his mom's birthday is today, and it's her birthday. So if you guys don't mind wishing Darius' mother a happy birthday. We got a lot of Sagittarius. And then we got, if I'm not mistaken, Madam Oshun's birthday. I just text her back. UPS is putting it to me. UPS putting it to me like I put it to a piece of tail. So y'all know they doing it to me. Yes, I got me swole. You understand? We appreciate it. So good to see. Oh, what's up? There he go right there. There go my Renee. Renee, remember my number. Say my name, 69, 69. Yes. Yeah, wish Brother Darius' mother a happy birthday if y'all don't mind. But we get started tonight. Yes. We showing some love to our own. Charity starts at home, then it spreads abroad. Yes. Got to be glad to be here and what you're doing. Also, in honor of my madrina, to my padrino, and to my oba, to my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Adjays, Kabbalahs, Masons, Asian Stars, Obia workers, Hoodoo workers, to all of you that practice real magic. This is going to be an adult conversation, and I'm going to be sharing some stuff today. And I want to talk about things that are going to matter to many of you guys in your journey. And when I talk about me from a personal perspective, doing readings has a lot to do with sharing information that is going to be received and applied. And I want to talk to you guys because I don't go through this a lot, but I do realize, and my son was talking to me today, I do realize that a lot of people do not have certain training. A lot of people have not been up on a certain types of leadership. And so I want to talk to you guys, to especially those that want to understand how to operate effectively. A lot of you guys watch me interact with other men and women of God in different traditions, and I have very little conflict with these individuals. And if I do have conflict, I resolve them in a timely manner and as a man in my position and tradition. And so I was raised spiritually by my spiritual dad at the age of 13, and I have been around, I have very strong men in my life, not only my biological father, but also my uncles and my great uncles that were very influential in me. All of it wasn't good, all it wasn't bad. So I'm going to be talking about it. What's up there, my Stormy? Also, I want to say to Linda, when I give out information and I share remedies and I share tools, one thing that I love about y'all is that many of y'all never wait too long before y'all get y'all stuff. Because to me, when it comes down to readings and giving out information, you should be ready when you come to a spiritualist. You should not, it's like, if I go to a whole house, I'm already ready. I don't go there to get ready. You understand? So I'm very proactive. No matter what I'm doing, I'm already conscious. You don't got to get me stirred up. You don't got to get me in the mood. I came here for the action. You understand? We talking about Mars energy. So I want y'all to know that I personally appreciate how many of you guys, when you start dealing with me, you are ready for the action. And if you are not ready today, it don't be too long after, but you be sending that Cash App, or you be sending on my website. I love that. You understand? I love a ready hoe. I love it. I don't like it. I love it. So I thank God for each and every one. I like all my smart people. I like all of you that follow me, that are actually applying what I'm teaching and sharing. We're going to talk about that today. Now, my subject, oh my God, on today. My subject is your emergencies are not their emergencies. Okay? I think I'm going to have to divert my eyes from what's in that yellow. Honey, if you can do that, then you stronger than I thought you was. It's magnetism. Do y'all like this is my Orula hat. I am not a Orula, I'm not a Baba, because I am not gonna give up my magic. I'm not gonna give up my well, they never told me not to give up my spiritual practices anyway, but to be a Baba, Ifa priest, I'm doing this in honor of the readings that I've gotten, and that's that. I can't do that. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking about this. Now, your emergencies are not their emergencies. And I'm going to be talking to my my male counterparts, and I'm also going to be talking to my females out here. This, y'all looking, what is y'all doing? Mother Susan, am I revealing something? Because y'all know I dress I do some provocative stuff. Sometimes I don't see how I be presenting myself. Okay. Nipples in charge, everything, chest, okay, arms, alright. We good. There she go. There go my Scorpio from Augusta, Georgia. Now, we're going to be talking about your emergencies are not their emergency. And I'm going to explain that. Y'all know I never leave y'all in the cold. But I have to bring coming from a perspective so you guys understand. Miss Lady. She said, stand. What? Y'all ain't finna get me started. Now, Hebrews 12 and 6 through 7. Y'all finna try to get me started. Nah. Yes. She said, stand up. I got... I have on... my Pisces, Miss Lady said for me to stand up. Y'all, I cannot stand up. I be dressing... I be presenting up here, but I be dressing crazy downstairs. I really do. But I don't be spending... Not that crazy, but I do. I got on really tight stuff. So, and Mother Susan said I have certain things that I don't need to be revealed. So I'm pulling my shirt down. Make sure everything's intact. Okay? Praise God. But I promise you, if you ever have went by beyond the veil, and you will not be disappointed. And I ain't lied about a lot of things, and ain't no one start now. So I'm going to be coming from Hebrews to 12 chapter 6 through 7. Now I want to talk about this to all grown people, and especially men. Balls to the wall. Grip your balls. I need you to be a man about what I'm going to talk about today. I don't want you to take this offensive. And when I talk to, I'm talking to straight, gay, bi, rich, poor, ignorant, knowledgeable. I'm talking about broke, got money. I'm talking about you got a job. I'm talking about you ain't got a job. I'm talking about talking to you if you in jail. I'm talking about if you free and you live like you in jail. I'm talking about if you are articulate. I'm talking about if you can't talk at all. You understand? You got to write down. You might sound like Mike Tyson. I'm still talking unto you. If you practice, I'm talking to you. If you don't practice, because we need a change. Mafedi Fun Oya is my crown Larisha. Also Mafedi Fun Oshun, as well as Mafedi Fun Yemiya. But I'm rocking Mafedi Fun Orula on today. Okay, as above, so below. And we talking about Mars energy. So let's get with it. So I don't need nobody hollering by you, because if I'm threatening your manhood, then you need to bend over. Okay. I want to talk to grown people so we can practice some real magic, okay? Now, verse 6 says this 12th chapter in Hebrews. Y'all know I be brewing all the time. What am I burning? Sorry, burning. So, it says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son. In other words, purify every son whom he received. If you endure chastising, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastised not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all your partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. Now, to grown people, listen to me real good. And this is a conversation me and my son had. We need to understand the purpose of chastisement. And we need to understand that in the ATRs, you cannot call somebody Lord. You cannot call somebody Tata, Mambo, Hugon. You can't call somebody spiritual leader, father, apostle, pastor, and you are devoid of chastisement or correction. That person does not have the right in your eyes to chastise or correct you. Then you are not a son. And anybody, if you're going to be a leader over people, and they do not want to be chastised by you, then you should not be allowing them to have the benefits of sons. Now, my son said something very important to me. He said, Dad, me and Josh never had the privilege to be able to say to you, because we're mad with you or we disagree with you, you're no longer our father. In these spiritual streets and out here in spirituality, if you feel that you have the right to walk away from chastisement just because you're not accustomed to a man being in your life. And I'm talking to men and women. I am talking to anybody that does not understand masculine energy, because Mars is a masculine energy, okay? And this is something that I had a young man that his mom was a part of my church at the time. And this particular young man, and the reason why she chose me to deal with her son, I want y'all to hear me, ladies and men. The reason why she chose me to deal with her son, because she watched the behavior of my children, because I have all boys, and she liked the way that my children were, how they functioned and how they carried themselves as young men in the church and also outside the church. And she also knew that I chastised my kids. Now I'm going to say this again. A man got to take care of his own house, gay, straight, or bi, before the root, before the conjure, before the mysticism, before the Kabbalah, before the Geisha, before any spell work. You got to know how to run your house first. Because if you don't know how to run your house, you can't teach your son how to run their house. And when I say their house, I'm talking about your temple. When you cannot come in alignment with your own temple, how you going to teach your sons how to conduct themselves as men in this life, okay? So this is why this is important. So she chose me to deal with her son. Now the reason why she chose me to deal with her son, because her son was fighting her. He was fist fighting his mother. I talked with her and I talked with his grandmother. Because when you're dealing with somebody's child, you need the approval of all parties of influence. I'm going to say this again. I want to teach you bitch ass men how to be men about your business. And where you're not causing issues in the lives of the men and the women that you are a part of, or even where you have influence in. Because I understood as a man learning from my spiritual dad that you go and you deal with the people in charge. And so therefore I had a clear understanding. So you don't just go in there talking about what you're going to do in somebody's life and you have not got permission. They all, first of all, not only did she approve of me, her son coming in to stay with me and my two boys, but she also, his grandmother approved. And they supported me in what was going on. So in order to deal with any grown man or grown woman, you must have not only the consent of the grown man or woman, but you have to have consent of all parties involved. Because I don't want, when I begin to chastise Minister Mario, son of a Chose, a grown man, I had permission. And let me tell y'all something about somebody that's being chastised. He did not go and cause conflict with his family because he was being chastised by his spiritual leader. Is anybody hearing me? So he came into my house. And there were a few occasions my son could testify about this. What's up there? Mobiah, is Laverne in the house. So he came into my house. So I had porn up under my bed and he came in my bedroom. That's a no-no. And he stole my porn. So I went and stole my porn right back from him. So one day I overheard him telling my sons about he was going to show them how to deal with me. So something went on. I can't, y'all know, and those that know me really close do not know I be messing up times and dates, so I don't talk about dates and times. So I remember a situation. He was in my living room. I can't remember where I was, in the bedroom or whether I was in the kitchen. It don't even really matter. But he started cussing in my house. My children know that I am the only person that gonna cuss in my house, because I pay bills here. What's up, Chicago Gemini from Illinois? So the first thing in teaching a man to understand, when you in another lion's cave, when you in another lion's vicinity, you have to consider who and what you are dealing with. So when I heard him cuss, I told him immediately. I said, you don't cuss in my house. So he started, y'all, any man out there, he started breathing hard, doing all like this. So I realized that at that point that he doing like this, we are beyond the belt. So to all of y'all, I don't do cheer in church. I do not promote violence. I'm just telling you about me. Okay? So when he started doing that, I said, I tell you what. I said, how about you fight me like you fight your mom? Since you gonna cuss in my house and lost your damn mind in my house. So you fight me like you fight your mama. Cause I'm gonna whoop your ass today. Okay? He was taller than me. He had longer arm reach with me. But anybody that know how I was raised, that don't mean nothing to me. I wasn't chief apostle. I was apostle at that time. Okay? But I had a leather black couch set. I slung his ass over that couch set. And I proceeded to challenge the man that he said he was. Because if you man enough to cuss in my house, where I pay bills, and you man enough to fist fight your mama, then fist fight me on tonight. And so my boys were in the bedroom and they heard all this commotion. By the time they opened the door to peek out the door, me and him was down the hallway and I was slamming his head through my wall. That's where his head went. Because when I lose it, I lose it. Especially in a man that fights and put his physical hands on his mother. You finna get a grown man ass whooping. That's what's gonna happen. Because your hands don't belong on your mother. You understand? Your hand don't belong on your sister. So therefore, by example, you understand? But the good thing about what took place, my kids never saw me get that, because my kids ain't never got that disrespectful. When I'm dealing with grown men and I'm dealing with people, I deal with your chastisement based on the actions that you take. You determine to me how I'm going to handle you. Because if you were raised right and you understood masculine energy, you know you don't bow up to your elders. You don't bow up to your leader. Now, I got an uncle that was telling me a story about his uncle, which would make him my great uncle. You understand? Because some of y'all talking about, oh no, yeah. Because that's the same man gonna put his hands on you. Because if he don't learn as a man that he ain't got no business putting his hands on a woman, especially his mother, because he don't want to be chastised, because he don't want to follow rules and regulations. Because everywhere you go, I don't care if you white, black, gay, straight, up, down, muscles, no muscle. And where I come from, you will get you a ass whooping handed to you. And then we're going to pray about it. So here is a situation that the women in my life that allowed me. I had a young lady, I was watching a movie, and the son drop kicked the mama through the wall. See, if she had let a man, a masculine energy come in there, I'm listening, y'all. I'm not telling y'all what these children won't do. But what I can tell you is you are not allowing these men to be dealt with by other lions. Because what you will bow your chest up with a woman, and I'm telling you right now, you won't bow your chest up with the women in my family, because they'll whoop your ass like they men. So I knew not to try my mama. I knew not to try. I'm just here to tell you. She didn't need to call her brothers. She didn't need to call her my daddy or nothing. She did it. She's a Virgo. She whoop ass like nobody business, okay? So she didn't need no help. And I knew not to box her. Okay? And I'm telling y'all, I was hell on wheels. And in the air too. So we sitting there. So I'm looking at it. So what I want to bring up to your attention, why men that don't like chastisement are danger. When you don't like chastisement, and nobody likes the ass whooping, but you're never going to respect that masculine energy. When that masculine energy tells you no, you're going to go beyond that. Because see, you think dealing with feminine energy, you can keep pushing her and pushing her and pushing her. Because that's how you do women in relationships. When she tell you no, you keep going. When she tell you to stop, you keep going. Because if you had been up on the masculine energy and you had a respect for masculine energy, you know no means to stop. You would know how to address situations and circumstances as a man, as a masculine energy, not as somebody that's carrying dick and nuts, but you operate as a female. You play games like a female. You respond like a female. Okay? So what I like about this situation, y'all, after the mother and them found out what happened, because he wanted to leave the house. You know, when you play bad and you get your ass whipped, all of a sudden you don't want to play no more. So he was ready to leave. So his mom and grandma said, no, you ain't going nowhere. You're staying right there. And their grandma brought me some groceries. She made sure I had money on me. She made sure I had, she want me full strength. So whatever I need to do to bring some order. And let me tell you, that young man, he called me Pops to this day. You understand? He still get into trouble here and there. But let me tell you something. He learned a valuable lesson. He learned what it is to bring respect. When I was on the UPS truck one day, and I kept hearing somebody say, "Pops, Pops, Pops." At that point, he had done got big, he had muscles and stuff, but he still showed me that respect. And I called and I say, "What?" I said, "Where you been?" He told me I got in trouble, but he was doing better. And I was like, I haven't seen you in so long. But because of that chastisement, he understood about things better in real life. I remember chastising my son would have me laughing, my eldest son. He said until I would my mama was Chris said my mama was doing some grounding. Yes sir, yes sir. So you understand. So my son was saying I had chastised one of my middle boy, he's a Pisces. And what my middle boy used to do, he used to try to run because he knew my work schedule, and he would call his mama to try to get out of getting chastised. And I told her, stop standing in the way of me dealing with him. Because he got to learn early before he get out in that real world. See, when you got men and you help them as children how to get out of being held accountable, these are the same men that you want to come to us to do spiritual work on, that this man don't know how to stay rooted and grounded and be accountable for his decision. And when you have a man like that in your life, you don't have security, baby. And if he had learned that early on in life, how to be accountable for his actions. See, my children will learn. My mother and my sister and me, we made my sons accountable for their actions. So what she did was he used to call and come pick me up before he get off from work, because I was a working dad. So he decided she came and picked him up so he couldn't get chastised. Now some of y'all don't know that I will come to your mama's house and whoop your ass, but I was more upset with her from interfering that he learns how to be accountable for his action. So he stayed away from me for 3 months. 3 months. He did not come over my house for 3 whole months. I still paid child support. I still did my data due because I'm a man. So he said he was coming over for the weekend. He felt like he had stayed away long enough, and he was missing out on what I was doing with my other kids, and he wanted back in. So 3 months later, he comes back to the door. He comes there with his backpack. He enters it onto my premises, and he enters in my door. I said, "Son, put your book bag down." I said, "We finna pick up where we left off. I'm going to tear your ass up, and we're going to continue our weekend." I whooped his ass, and we started our weekend. That's how I get down. You can stay away for 2 months. You can stay away for 2 years. If I promise you an ass whooping, I deliver. I'm just here to tell you. And the reason why I tell you that, because we have learned as grown men, you can run, but you cannot hide. You're going to reap what you sow. So the best thing to do as a man is to not run away from your problem, but to address your shortcoming. If you did something, fine, correct it. If you didn't do something, and this is why even in the gay relationship, you have a hard time getting in good relationship, because a lot of these men do not understand chastisement or correction, and they rather leave responsibility or leave a situation and then to address it. And that's why you don't have healthy relationships. And it probably had a lot to do with their mother cuddling them and making what they do okay, or she helped them escape out of situations. This is the stuff that causes men to not be accountable and trusted. And this is stuff that when I do spell work, now I'm going to tell y'all about how I grew up. When I came, I was over my grandmother's house. Now, the men, my uncles, the one did all the chastisement. We don't forget shit. I know that's right. So, I was in the house, and I can't remember but I heard a lot of commotion in the garage. So, I came down the hallway of my grandmother's house, and so when I got into the garage, that's when I saw my uncle and my cousin. My uncle was chastising my cousin. So, he turned around and looked at me. He said, "Do you want some of this?" I said, "No, sir." And I turned around. Because I know how they get down. So let me explain something to y'all. So I want you to understand what would have happened if when he asked me as he was a grown man, I was a child, my cousin was a child. When he turned around, if I had told him I want some of that, that man would have stopped chastising my other cousin, and he would have put the what's happening on my ass, because that was a form of disrespect. When you see a man administering chastisement, that is not no place to interfere. This is like you trying to interfere when God dealing with somebody. This is spiritually and this is naturally. When somebody is being dealt with and you go to interfere, what you are saying to God, to the divine, that they are not in right standing, and that is not their son, that is not their daughter, and they don't have a right to administer that particular type of chastisement, whatever it may be. These kids nowadays can't take no ass whooping. And guess what? Them the same ones that can't take an ass whooping from home. Them the same ones that stand 3 and 4 streets over shooting at everybody. But them the one that claim to be a man. Them the one that stand way over there and shoot through 300 people trying to shoot a Negro because he's scared to get his ass whooped. Spiritual and natural. So I want y'all to understand, chastisement is also building character in that particular man before he become a voodooist, a conjurer, or obeah worker, or a mystic, or an adject. You can always understand that. This is why I don't collide with other men and women in their establishment, in their situation, because I learned early on being accountable for what comes out my mouth, being accountable for the action that I take, because they did not play that. And my spiritual dad did not play the radio. I was not raised around men that let you do whatever you want to do. When they say no, it's a no. I didn't practice. If he told me to leave something alone, I left it alone. And this is what I'm going to explain to y'all. You can't call somebody a spiritual father. I used to tell Sister Tree this. Don't call me father. Don't call me daddy. Because if I was your real daddy, I whoop your ass. The stuff you doing, if I was your real father, no. You wouldn't be out there doing that, because I would come to any bar, any club, any Negro house that you were in, and you weren't home at a certain time. Baby, you ain't got to worry about the police. I'm the police. If I got to kick a door in, if I got to kick a window in, you my child. That's why I tell people, when it comes to my spiritual family and my children and all that, I run this. And when you bow up at me and you get slick with me, then what happens at that point depending on how you handle business. Because I would tell my kids, if you don't show out in public, I won't show out in public. You did that in front of people, I'm going to correct your ass in front of people. Because that's what men do. You need to know how to conduct yourself as a leader, and you need to know how to conduct yourself as somebody that's learned. And I used to tell her, I said, Tyranda, why you call me daddy, and if I slap you right now, you're going to call the police? Because I'm going to whoop your ass. But I ain't never put my hands on it because I know it wasn't that serious. Because anybody that you call that should have the right to chastise you. So I verbally chastise her. Or spiritually chastise her. I know how to get the job still done. So my thing today, when I talk about emergencies are things that you deem important. And other people don't deem them important. Emergencies are things that you did not prepare for, or they may be emergency that you did prepare for but did not prepare enough for. And when you are out here functioning in life, you need to know how to deal with circumstances and situations that people do not feel what you're saying or doing is an emergency to them. And that's not for you to get upset with that man or woman, but to understand. My spiritual dad cussed me out. My spiritual dad chastised me. I wasn't just calling him spiritual dad. He actually bailed me out of financial situations. See, when you want people to divulge and share their their secrets and all that, that's a real relationship. Some of y'all don't have that kind of relationship. I always test people, even my padrinos and stuff. I want to see how far you go, because you can call me son all day long and don't come for me. You can see me in a dilemma and you won't fight for me. I can call you son all day long. When something happens, I don't show up. I don't make no moves. See, my spiritual dad wasn't really my spiritual dad. When my mom had a problem with him, she wrote a letter to him, and he still told her, what's wrong with your man? And I did not buck my spiritual dad because my mother had a problem. See, I had real respect for my spiritual dad. And there are certain things I did not do or say in front of my spiritual dad. And yes, I was out there working. I was out there doing certain things. But guess what? He never had to correct me. I never cussed in front of my spiritual dad. And I cuss like a sailor. Some of y'all ain't never really had a man in your life. And so therefore, we're going to give many of y'all a benefit of the doubt that you don't understand what is proper and what's not proper. When you're dealing with masculine energy and you start blowing up your chest to your spiritual leaders and you trying to flex your spiritual muscles or your mental muscles or your financial muscle or whatever muscle you are, that's fine. But that comes with consequences. That comes with chastisement. And in order to show respect and honor, you got to understand what that masculine energy represents in your life. That ain't something that you just say, that's my dad, that's my mother, that's my brother, that's my sister. You need to really believe that. My sister going through some things with my little nephew. So she told me, she said, I want you to deal with him. He said, because he said he got respect for you. In order to chastise people and chastise the problem, they have to have a certain level of respect. Huh? Let me explain something to you. I made more money than my dad. I've been more famous than my father. I've been more popular than my father. And I am physically taller than my father. And I ain't never thought about putting my hands on. And I told you I cussed my dad when I was a kid. As a grown man, I have never cussed my father. I have never cussed in front of my father. My father ain't never had to threaten my life for me to show him respect. I learned real young that was a no-no. And what I'm saying to many of you guys, you say a lot about masculine energy by the way you conduct yourself as a man in this object. I don't care if you a gay man, you still operate with that energy. And you should walk and live your life, and you should want another man, no matter what your appetite is, for you to be respectful. It is a situation out here in these spiritual streets where people don't understand why it is important. And I want to encourage all of my mothers, natural mothers and spiritual mothers, do not interfere, because that man needs that. That man, this is what happened when these young boys are out there with those police officers and they did not come from a home that they got checked. You know what happens? Now when that police officer tell him to stop, he's still jaw-jacking like he talking to his mama. He's still talking back to him, and he done told him, boy, shut up. And he still talk, because that's appropriate response to him in his household. But in real life, when masculine energy tell you to shut your ass up, that means shut your ass up, for there's become immediate consequences. A lot of y'all had to see y'all sons get his ass whooped by other men, not because the officer was out of line. Your son was out of line. He did not recognize he was dealing with masculine energy. When Shango step on the scene, when Ogun step on the scene, when Eligwa step on the scene, you need to respect that masculine energy. And if you ain't trying to get in the ring and box with him, my son say, check me if I need. I know that's right. My other Pisces say, amen. A lot of the people that come around me, I have to teach them. Let me tell y'all something. One of my kids had bought his girlfriend some shoes. And so they broke up and he wanted the shoes back. I told her, I said, no, you don't go and get it. I said, that's a bitch ass move. That's a bitch ass move. If you gave, that's a present. It don't matter what she do with it. You gave that. This is what I'm trying to teach you as a man. A woman should never have to worry about you being an Indian giver. Because if I wanted you to have it as a man, I gave it to you. And let me tell y'all something else. And this might not mean something to some of y'all, but to some of these hoes out there, this is going to mean a lot to you. I had my mother-in-law tell me, she told my ex-wife at the time, she said, you done bought him the underwear and he gonna be with another woman with the underwear. I told her, I said, I don't know what type of men you used to dealing with, but I would never fuck another woman in a pair of drawers that my wife bought me. I would never disrespect her. She don't have to be present. Because if I'm going to do that with somebody else, I got my own resource and I'm going to buy me some brand new drawers. One thing I don't do, I don't play like that. As a man, you should understand as a masculine energy that a woman should always feel safe by you. and covered by you and protected by you and provided by you, whether that is your mother, your father, it don't matter. When masculine energy step on the scene, we should feel security. We should feel accountability. See, some of y'all don't understand when it comes down to where I'm coming from. This is why I've always excelled no matter where I'm dealing with feminine energy or whether I'm dealing with masculine, because I respect energy. Because I embraced that when I was very young. And so therefore, no matter if I'm doing in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, whether I understand that when you don't play with another man's time, energy, and money. Y'all understand? This is why you don't want to interfere. Because you want a husband that understands accountability. What did my Miss Lady said? Real masculinity. My grandfather would walk in from work and the whole house would get still and quiet. Respect. Exactly. And if you have never had that as man, my kids just tell me, like my ex-wife, she called me Lord and Abraham. He said, man, I said, I can get a strong-willed masculine woman to show me more respect than most men could ever get. All my baby mamas are nothing but fire sign. I have Sagittarius, I have Leo, and I have Aries. And they never had to minimize their energy and their frequency and their vibration in order for me to be the man. Cause I got fire energy from Sagittarius and I got a moon in Aries. I've got plenty of masculine energy. Huh? And when I put that rod on you, I'm gonna bring that feminine at you. So you gonna wanna be a woman. You make me feel. Now you wanna play Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston. Don't make me break your daddy down. This is not about lording and abusing position. This is about understanding how to flow with masculine energy. Knowing that masculine energy is there not for you to bend. Masculine energy is called a force. Ogun is a force. Iron is a force. And guess what? That's why the Bible talks about breaking the teeth of your enemies. When you are dealing, when a masculine man shows up, there should be security. There should be ingenuity. Ogun also rules. This is when I tell y'all about dreams. When spirits show up in your dream, what type of energy is showing up? Is feminine energy showing up or masculine energy? If you get into a war, this is why I told you guys, I don't argue with people. When my sister was going through with her husband, because I need y'all to understand, even my sister's ex-husband, they all have respect for me. They don't necessarily like me. My brother, ex-brother-in-law, they don't necessarily like me as a person, but they have a lot of respect for me because of how I handle my business. Because some of y'all think people got to like you to have respect for you. As long as you're doing your business. I remember my ex-wife brother was down in the area, and I was actually going out of town. But he's an Aries. He thought I was afraid of him. I turned around, took off my clothes because I was going out of town. I got jazzy. So I went home and I put on a white beater and some jeans and some flip-flops. And I went over to her house where he was. Huh? And he didn't even know at the time, but I had not even walked into her place. I have never stepped my foot in her place. Because I told her I'm not fit to sit down on furniture that your brothers done bought. Because they don't like me, and I'm not going to put my ass on no furniture that another man done bought. I don't care if it is your brother. See, I've been a man a long time. And when he found out later that I have never even set my ass on the furniture he was paying for, he said, I'm not going to pay for some furniture for another nigga to sit down on because I'm a man myself because I think the same way. And I told, and then she told he ain't never even sat on your furniture. That's the first time he ever entered an apartment because her mama was paying the rent. Why I'm going to go over there and lay down and have sex in a place where everybody paying the bills? I'm not going to disrespect myself. Because if I want to fuck you, you come out here. Where I rock and roll. So that's why my exes have so much respect for me, even though they don't like everything that I do. Do your exes got respect for you? Or they around here calling you a pussy ass nigga? And no matter if you initiated Apollo, mysticism, whether you get scratched, whether you get buried in a cemetery in voodoo, it don't matter. At the end of the day, do people respect your masculine energy? Gay, straight, or bi? A lot of times you're not being disrespected because of your sexual preference. Sometimes you're being disrespected because of how you conduct yourself as a man. Huh? You can lick somebody from the front to the back, and if you handle your business right, she's still gonna have respect for you when you get up from that. Or him. What you do in the bedroom does not foster the disrespect. Huh? It's how you handle yourself as a man with your resources. How you handle yourself as a man with your knowledge. How you handle yourself as a man with your power. The people on my platform that have respect for me because of how I conduct myself as a man when it comes down to business. And one thing I don't do as a man is that I don't tell another man what to do with his resources. And so when my brother-in-law decided that my sister was not good enough and that he was wanting to take back his stuff that he bought her, and he had bought her some, because he bought her nice stuff, but he had bought her some MLK slippers. And took them and threw them away. And she was feeling, I called her up because I don't interfere. I called her up, I said, you busy? She said, no. I said, you'll go down, you'll go to Miami with me and Minister Mario? She said, I ain't doing no, yeah, I go. So we went and picked her up. I went and bought her, I spent some money that day in the mall. But I bought her 5 pair every color of Michael Kors slippers they had. Because I'm not going to never tell another man what he think about my sister. Because I don't control what another man feel and think. Because I'm a man. But what I can do as a man in her life is to restore her. I can honor her with my masculine energy. I can strengthen her with my masculine energy and tell her value up under my masculine energy. Because what you don't do as a man, tell another lion how to roar. Huh? Because if I got a problem, how you gonna roar? That's when you bring your ass over here, and then we take it to the head. But going out here telling other men how they no, what I do as a man with the women in my life, I conduct myself and tell them this is what I think, and this is how I move as a man. If I tell you I'm gonna go to war for you, then this is what I do as a man. If I tell you right now, I got you, and I'm going to show up because I want my respect at the end of the day. When I tell you I'm out here conjuring, whether you, and this is, let me tell you something, some of my people don't even see some of the work that I do for them. And they still trust me. Because it's the masculine energy that I show that I am a man of my word. And guess what? If I fall and come short, you ain't got to beg me to acknowledge that. You ain't got to get a reading for me to acknowledge. You don't have to go and get your brothers to make me. Because I'm a man. I'll tell you, you know what? I went too far. I'm a man. I'll tell you I did not keep my word. And I will make up for what I did or wherever I fell short. So when you look at Apostle E on these lives, why women and men want to throw me ass, it's because of the masculine energy that I conduct on a consistent basis. Yes, I said it. On a consistent basis. It's not because I'm crowned, because I had respect before I got crowned. It's not because I got scratched in Palo, because I had respect for that. My sister told them in my church, she said my brother earned that respect from me. Who's seeking out your masculine energy? Whether you gay, straight, or bi, for you to be there for them. Minister Mario, as independent as he was as a man, he still trusted me because of my energy. It don't make you less than a man to trust another man that done proved to you that he that kind of man in your life. Embrace the masculine energy. Why do you feel less than a man? When a man show up in your life, young lady, a masculine man, a man of energy and power, it is for him to operate in his arche so you could start operating in your arche. But when you don't feel safe and you feel like you still got to fight the good fight of faith, even though he is present, that's not a failure in you, that's a failure in him. Because when I tell, I got clients right now that text me, they got situations. When I tell them I'm gonna handle that, and some of them be flying all over the world. They be in Hawaii, some of them be in other countries, and I still be handling business. Because when Apostle Ely say I got that, if I got to lose sleep and wake up late, I'ma handle that. Because one thing that I provide as your leader, as your tata, as a spiritual practitioner of these ATRs, is I give you security with your time, your energy, and your money, and your ass if necessary. And so I live that. I live that in front of my children. And my kid, I was telling my son, my son is in sales, and so therefore this man was getting out of pocket with him on the phone while he was on the phone with me. And out of respect for me, my son was for the straight. So my son said, Dad, I'll call you back in a little later. As a man, I already knew what that meant. He didn't have to tell me, Dad, I'm finna do X, Y. As a man, when you see a man start doing certain things, and then you a man, and you walk in your mouth, you know exactly what that means. Men don't have to be explaining all this stuff. When I got to explain to a grown man certain things, that's because you ain't had no man in your life. When I get quiet, it ain't because I ain't got nothing to say. It's because you're not hearing what I said. Watch men that show no regard for other men. That's a disrespectful man. And that's a man that not only disrespect you as a woman, will try to disrespect. And that's the man that he gonna find himself in a lot of chastisement. Because once other men see you disrespectful, they're going to handle you as such. Once a real woman see you as a disrespectful man, she going to handle you different. And if you want to succeed in this thing called life, and when you have an emergency, if I call certain people right now, if I text certain people and tell them I have an emergency, if they got it, they're going to move for me. Because they got that kind of respect for me. And that's something you earn. I remember me and my ex was going through something, because I had certain people tell me, Apostle, I know you need certain things and I'll sacrifice. And I said, And I'll never forget, we were short on money. And my ex-wife, she told me, she said, Sam, I'll send my account into the negative and I'll pay for the food. I said to her, I said, I don't need you to do that. I said, if anybody's account gonna go in the negative, I said, if your account go in the negative, it's gonna be about them children. If you're trying to get some medicine or do something for them kids, that's why you don't put your account in negative for me. See, you as a man and masculine energy, you always take the hit. That's why as a shepherd of my ministry, I always engage in war and I take the hits for my people. Not because I'm stupid, not because I'm dumb, not because I'm arrogant. It's because I understand it's my responsibility to meet that wolf. It's my responsibility to meet that bear. It's my responsibility to meet whatever enemy or adversary that come in to threaten my flock from my elect. And if I'm covering you and you up under my cover, that's why I conduct myself the way that I do. And if you had respect for my masculine energy, you would accompany me in harmony, not in disarray. So I hope this really helped y'all for the versions of why I tell you guys why I meet certain emergencies certain way and why certain things are not an emergency. That lawyer I told you guys about that I'm dealing with, that company, I remember my spiritual dad told me, I was real young, and he told me one day, I'm telling you how real and transparent I can be. One day my spiritual dad told me, he said, you got too much bitch in you. What? You got too much bitch in you. You acting like your mammy. That's why y'all enjoy the man that's in me, because I had real men correct my behavior, correct how I deal. You out here, instead of handling those situations and circumstances like a man, you out here handling them like your mama, like your grandma, like your great grandma. You don't have a pussy, sir. You got an anus and you got dick and nuts. You got a throat, but you don't have a vagina. You don't have that. And so therefore, I told you all, since he came in there, that attorney came in there without a line and conniving, now I'm going to go to the Florida bar. I'm going to show him how a melanated black man handle somebody that come in trying to take something from me. When I tell you I'm gonna make you wish you never knocked my door. Huh? I'm not in the club. Oh my God, I can't believe y'all doing this. This ain't right. No. That ain't how men handle business. That's not how men handle business. Huh? I'm not no woman. I don't care how much pussy I lick. I'm not no woman. I don't care how much grocery I eat. I am not no woman. Huh? I don't care how much I plow. I'm not no woman. I don't care how good I look. I don't care how sexy I am. I am not no woman. I don't care how much you call me beautiful, how you call me pretty, and you might call me a lot of effeminate gestures. But at the end of the day, that ain't how I operate. I know my energy. I want y'all to understand why you want to embrace masculine energy. Why you want to embrace a real man that operates in his arche. And I'm telling you from me to you, you're not going to like it. Who likes chastisement? Nobody. So when you send your cash app and you say, or you send your me to burn, this is what type of dude you got out here burning incense for you. When I tell you that, there go my Natasha Foster. As a man, I got sisters. I got brothers. Don't worry about me messing you over because I'm not going to do it. Because I got sisters. As a man, I understand I reap what I sow. And I don't want that on my sister. I don't want that on my nephews. I don't want that on my nieces. So you don't have to tell me as a man how to conduct myself. There's certain things I'm not going to do. So when Natasha Foster sins, and she said, Apostle Ely, I want you to burn for me and my daughter, I am going to utilize my arche. When I tell you and explain certain to you, when you don't listen to men in your life, you're not going to listen to the man in a man of God. You're not going to listen to the masculine energy. Let me tell you something. I can get bitches that you got to do things for me they'll never do for you. Huh? She might not swallow you, but she'll swallow me. She might not make you a grilled cheese sandwich on China, but she'll do it for me. And it's not because of what I make. It's because of who I'm made of. And when she sees me, she recognizes my masculine energy. She also sees my character, and she listens to other women, how other women respect me, and how other men that are comfortable in their own skin, in their own authorities, in their own successes, they got respect for me. I know how to get another man. I don't care if you white, black, or green. Because if you did not have respect for a black man before, when I get through, that white boy going to have some respect for me. You might not have had no respect for no other black male in the courtroom, but you, sir and ma'am, will have that for Apostle Ely. I promise you. I always get what I want. I get it out your daddy and your mama. Because one thing about it, a real man know another alpha. And I don't even believe in that concept of alpha, but I know that there's some of us that carry way more arche of that energy than others. Somebody, hold on. I got Darius. So I don't know who been fighting for you in your life. Apostle, I send for a reading, for direction, jealous sweets. That's why I tell you women, you say a lot about yourself as a woman when you don't support a real man. And when I say real man, don't mean a perfect man. I ain't nothing perfect about me. I'm perfected. Reading for direction for jealous sweet Gemini. And then I got Darius. Hold on. You shouldn't let no woman talk you out of doing what you need to do as a man and then want to blame her. Come on here. You want to suck dick, that's your business. Somebody, I think I missed something. I had Darius. Okay, hold on. Okay, Darius. I think I moved that too fast. Oh, Darius going in with that 7th chakra. Money. I want y'all to understand, in order to benefit from the masculine energy, this Ogun energy, from your readings, if you're not used to hearing a man and following instruction, I can't help you. Too many of y'all think y'all smarter than me. What about your life that you, what am I doing? Don't you like the way that I overcome my situations and circumstances? I just lost Minister Mario, son of a Chosi. I'm dealing with legalities. I'm dealing with property. I'm dealing with the church, man. I'm in war. I'm doing all of that, grieving, going through the whole process, dealing with, taking care of his daughter. I'm doing all of that. Just doing. I took care of him. I was there for him and still there for him. And what about my energy that you can't show me no respect? I got you, Alicia. Sorry, I just saw it. Blockbuster. Now I realize why, as a Capricorn, why he trusted me so much. It wasn't what I was saying, it's what I was doing. These are the actions you take as a man. Women feel secure based off of what they watch. Most of the women that came on here told me, Apostle Eli, I've been watching you a while. These women that are all in for Apostle Eli, these guys that are all in for Apostle, they didn't just show up yesterday. They've been watching. They've been watching me through my trial. That's why I don't get on and put on air. Because people need to see how to overcome stuff. How to subdue your enemy. How to deal with mental stress. How to deal with emotional upsets. How to deal with setbacks. How you as a man dealing with these people talking about you. And let me tell you something as a man. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight about. You do not get into women shit. I'm going to say this again. A woman will try you and try to get you involved in her mess and still not respect you. If you understand your position and how to conduct yourself as a man, she'll get mad with you, but she'll respect you. When a woman can manipulate you into doing her mess, she ain't gonna have no respect for you. I don't care if you're a hoodoo worker, a conjurer, a mystic. One thing about Apostle Eli, I know how to get my respect. I told them in the church, I said, you ain't got to like me, but you would damn sure respect me. Huh? Because one thing I'm very good at, I know how to get your respect. If I got to pounce on your chest in the midnight hour. If I got to take your breath out your body. If I got to bite your tongue out your throat where you cannot speak anymore, I'll chew out your mouth. I'll do what I got to do. But you go, I know how to get, because when I see a disrespectful man, I know where to put him. When I see and let me tell you something, what I dislike more than anything. I don't like it when a woman disrespect me, but I detest it when a man do it. Because you grown and you know better. So when you do certain things, this is why my son said, maybe dad, they don't know. I'm telling you, learn today why you don't do certain things. Because you won't respect. I got Jelly Sweet down for a reading. Yeah, I got her down, Monique. So if you didn't have an idea what this energy is and this Ashe is and what you supporting, this is not just for the social media. I had a cousin tell me he'll whoop my punk ass. I said, punk? Punk? He didn't have to come looking for me, and he bigger than me. I don't take shit off no family, no family. Only man that I take off is my father and my spiritual father or any of them type of elder like that. But you got to have that with me. But anybody else, I'm going to make you pay for that. I done had grown men call me and beg me pardon. Please, please. I don't play that. I'm a man of God. Don't play with your asshole. Don't play with me. Play. That's what you play with. You don't play with me. I get quiet. I say, oh, this is what we dealing with. That kind of, all right, no problem. Oh, Brother Johnny sent me an early birthday cash out. I just saw that. Thank you, Brother Johnny. That's a father of our mother-sucking church. I wasn't cussing y'all. I said mother sucking. I be saying all kind of stuff. Sister Jackie said testing. I got you, boo. That's my Taurus. Yes, I got it. And I got Darius for incense. I got y'all. All right. Let's see. Mental clarity. As Mother Susan said, mental clarity. She got on me. I was saying Ponciata. Y'all know them plants that they put out for Christmas time? I had bought Minister Mario a white one, right? So I had said Ponciata. She said, what did you just say? Because I'm normally correcting her, so she got all of a sudden get me back. And then Darius. That 7th chakra. To all of y'all that 7th chakra that want that, that's $50. So all of you guys that get that, all my other incense are only $20, but that one's $50 because that's my blend. And that has those seven African spirits there. And then we got money incense for Darius, put his stuff over here. I got a lot of sons. I'm gonna have some godsons, but I don't want y'all to know. I want y'all to be strong men and respectable men, and I want people to honor y'all. But it takes to be corrected and to understand why you conduct yourself certain ways in front of especially women and especially melanated women. I'd rather have my wives respect than they love. Because a woman can love you and not respect you. Darius. And then I got Blockbuster for Alicia. And then I'm doing a reading for... Let me tell y'all something. Don't be thinking all the time that somebody trying to take something from you. Don't think that somebody trying to make you less than something. I am where I am right now because of the chastisement. And I'm telling y'all, I did not like the type of chastisement that my spiritual dad gave me, my father gave me, my uncle. It wasn't nothing nice. But it made me a better man. It made me respect other men. It made me respect myself, first of all. Let me start with that. It made me respect myself as a man. And I still do everything I want to do, but I do them with respect. My grandma said, it ain't what you do sometimes, it's how you do it. If you want your respect. Every man don't want that respect, and that's to each his own. You understand? But me, as for me in my temple and house, I want my respect. Jelly sweets. Now, let me say this before I get any further. On Friday, so I want y'all to understand what Chris said from Philadelphia. Said, we hear, Apostle. I know that's right. Bo said, indeed, Apostle. Don't, wait a minute, don't stop, guys. Done. Stop. Oh, stop. Got my Fetty phone. Oh, shoot. Got you. Stop gossip. Got you, honey. I got you. Let me say this before I forget. On Friday, I will be every time around my birthday. I ascend into different levels spiritually. Spirits come in. They give me more power and strength. So. Not only Friday is going to be significant because it's one of my days of power, but it's also the day that I was born with. So I will be having my birthday on my day of power, on the day that I was born, on the day that I ascend. It's going to be Friday is going to be a very powerful, potent day. I'm also going to be releasing judgment on that day as well. But that is going to be a very potent, powerful day. So all you guys, make sure that you tune in and be a part of whatever we're going to be cracking and popping on my birthday on Friday. And to some of you guys, thank you so much for the early birthday cash apps. I appreciate you, the men and the women. But like I said, my goal is to get my ceremonies done, and so a lot of my money is taking care of business. That's what men do. I would have time to do other stuff, but right now I got to take care of business. That's what men do. Let's see, make sure I got Darius' stuff. Make sure I got her stuff, and then I did get my Fetty Foon or Shun Lydia. Stop gossip. I got you, baby. And personally, I thank you for this teaching tonight, because it just recently had a chastisement situation not long ago. Thank you for your wisdom and knowledge. As I said, thank you so much. I love the fact that Monique said she hope my Cash App light up like Christmas on a. Like I said, all I do is put things out there, but grown people, like I tell you, I'm telling you what type of arche that I have and what I do and where my mindset is gonna be, and I'm here to get stuff done. I'm here to accomplish stuff, and let me tell you something, I can still be upset and still get stuff done. I can still dislike somebody and get stuff done. As a man, you cannot allow your emotions for you not to do what you're supposed to be doing. I get mad with my kids, I still do what I'm supposed to do. I got mad with my wife, I still do what I do. And like I told her, I was mad when I was paying them bills, and so give me that ass. I don't care how much I'm mad, give me that ass. I pay bills mad, I'm effing mad. That's me. Don't go home and try what I do. But mine knew how I was. Don't be hollering about you upset. I was upset when I was paying them bills. I had an attitude when I was paying them bills. Now bend over. I got you. I love the way y'all are showing out in my Cash App. I appreciate that. All right. And Jelly Sweet, let me know you listening, because I got to do your direction reading. Always display yourself as a man as authentic as you can. Okay? Make sure that as a man, your birthday Saturday, and to happy birthday to all the Sagittarius out there. This is our season. We in winter time. I'm just making sure I got these cards straight, because I was doing too much earlier. Okay, got your Jelly Sweets. Here we go. For direction. Is this direction in a particular area, or just want me to ask an open question about direction? And let me tell you, man, if you even got to take a college course on communication, I'm trying to tell you, the better communicator you are as a man, it just helps your life and your manhood to an uncharted reason. I took a lot of courses. I educated myself when it comes to communication. I want to make sure I do this right for her. And I'm going to tell you something. Women love a thoughtful man. And men respect men that stand by their word. Okay. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes concerning Jelly Sweet Gemini, the direction. She desires to know concerning direction. She desires to know concerning direction. I have a man working on my court case right now, ain't never met me, but love the way that I handle myself as a man and how I handle my business. He was telling my gossip, he said, I have never met him, but I really like him. I like how he do stuff. I don't play, y'all. I come through. Ooh, felt that. That which is in the dark, bring into light of my eyes concerning Jelly Sweets and direction for her life in general. Shamari said, happy birthday. Shamari, I don't know if you heard me, but I'm really thinking about for your nickname, because you are a very sassy woman, but you remind me of the movie Don't Stop, the song Don't Stop, Get It, Get It. Because sometimes you be saying no, but you really be saying yes. So it's that woman that wants to take advantage of, in a sense, not in a nasty way, but well, you want us to get nasty, but you know what I'm saying? It's understanding that, you know, when she said stop, it really ain't stop. It means go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. So that's what I got, but I got to get a name. Oh, that's what I came up with. I know this Beyonce, but you put me in the mind of Sasha Fierce. That's where when I think about you, I think about Sasha Fierce. Yes. Jelly Sweets, your guidance. Alicia's here for guidance and love. Yes. Yeah, Shamari, that one but when you deal with a woman like Shamari, you got to ask for permission first, but you got to tie her down. I take one of my nice neckties and tie them arms and legs down so she can't go nowhere. You won't tell me to stop. I'm going to get your permission first, though. I'm going to get you. Derek say jail time. That's jail time. Now, always get permission and consent forms. Always. That's manly stuff. Get consent forms. Alicia. Direction and love. All right. So this card right here, Jelly Sweet, is talking about you asking for direction. It's angelic influence, which I figured as much anyway. It says, hey, Zayn Yud. It says, using this name, I can now access the network of angels. I can remove negative angels and their chaotic influence in my life and ignite the support and assistance with positive angels. This is when you, this is Psalm 91, verse 11. When you send your angels before you, especially when you want certain things to go in your direction, Jelly Sweets. This is Psalm 91. Allowing the angel to go before you, and that's something when you get up in the morning, you have to send those spirits out before you. And your air element, Gemini. This your middle card. We asking for direction, sexual energy. You need to get beat down. Ka Va Kuf. It says, with this name I purify my sexual desires, and so I share love and energy with my partner, putting her needs ahead of my own. I ignite sexual energy so that so that my passion helps elevate all existence. I replenish the light that was lost to any prior selfish sexual activity. Now this card right here is saying, you ask for a gentleman, and it's talking about being sexual. But this is what is also in this card. You cannot have the mindset when you trying to be intimate with somebody that what you're doing is defiled. Like, some of y'all need to be very comfortable with your energy, with your sexuality as a woman. You have masculine energy as a Gemini woman, but you also have duality as a Gemini woman. So you can screw him one way and then be screwed by him another way, because you got masculine and feminine energy inside of you. So whatever he needs or whatever you need, you got to know how to channel that duality in your body so you can enjoy it. But this right here says that you need to replenish your sexual energy. So you need Marvin Gaye's anointing, sexual healing. And remember this, y'all, intimacy ain't got to be somebody you got to be in love with. If they got skill, help them rearrange your motor. Let them help you clean out your pipes so you can act right. Have that kitty cat riding that purring. Everybody know a well-oiled engine. We know how, we can tell how it sounds, especially when it busts. Orgasm. Anyway. And then your outcome card says looks can kill, protection from the evil eye. You're asking in your direction, you still gonna need your protection, and make sure don't stop your reversals that you be doing. A left, lamed delayed. It said my own potential to cast the evil eye on others are diminished. A shield of positive energy surrounds me, providing protection from negative glances, looks of envy, and mean-spirited intentions of others. This is continuously this is the direction. Making sure that you cleansing yourself, making sure you clearing your pathway, because what's around the corner, I believe, is good, because this card is talking about you have a shield. That means it's going to deflect people in their negative intention. And then we got Alicia. You ready? Where's my Alicia? Alicia, wait a minute. Are you what's your zodiac sign? Let me look on here. Darius said he want to read it. Hold on. Let me put him back up here. Reading for Pisces. I have a Pisces rising. What's sexual relationships? Got you. If anybody can do it, I can. That's Capricorn. Okay. Woo. I had brought a lot of freak out of some Capricorns. They be reserved, but I know how to get it out of them. Bring that earth element to the bedroom. Praise God. All right. We talking about love for Capricorn, and then I'm going to do a reading for Pisces concerning sexual relationship. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Alicia, the Capricorn, concerning direction in love. Concerning direction in love. I feel these strong. Whoa. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. Concerning Alicia, concerning love life. What direction? I'm going to say this because that's what they're sharing me. Because we're talking about your love life and the direction of your love life. You're going to, you are very dominant force. So you're going to have somebody that's very comfortable in their skin and not walking around saying she won't let me be the man. Because that's going to affect how you care and support. Okay? We asking for love, life, and direction, and then your first shadow card comes up, great escape. It says Lamed Aleph Va. It said this name brings the greatest of all freedoms, the escape from my ego-based desires. This is Capricorn being talked to, selfish inclinations, and the me first mentality that ultimately causes pain in my life. It said in their place I gain true and lasting gifts, family, friendship, and fulfillment. This card right here is saying that you have to be real and true. She said you are so right. But this card right here talks about the focus needs to be on, you can only have those relationships with people that you are serious about in order to enjoy family, friendship, and fulfillment. But you got to understand that with that mindset you have, you can come across like you're not about the relationship, and then you're not going to enjoy the relationship because they don't think that you're into the relationship because you're not responding. You're just watching. Okay? I done had some freaks in my life called Capricorn. Every man, if you can't get a man that's a seer, you're going to have to be a better communicator. Because I'm going to get to the pot of gold. But that's just a possibility. And I will climb that mountain and knock that and stick that goat right on the side of that mountain. You ain't got to come off the ledge. You say you can balance on that ledge, I'm gonna find out. Take this rod of correction right on that edge. Your card in love said parent, teacher, not preacher. Yud, hey, hey. It said I desire to lovely, respectfully, and selflessly share my wisdom with my children. The preacher in me is silent, and the teacher in me shines through all of my action. Because you're asking regarding relationship and love, this card talks about you cannot over talk in a relationship. This card says you demonstrate what you're looking for, and then the laws of attraction will bring that what you need. Because this right here talks about also talks about children and being an example in that respect as well. But this card right here for Capricorn, this is going to be not preaching to people, but exhibiting. I've been told that before, like they don't know if. Your outcome card in love, umbilical cord. And your outcome card, hey, Resh, check. It said, I now establish the umbilical cord to divine energy. It said, ensuring a constant glimmer of light in my life. especially now that I am in a place of darkness. Your outcome card is that you're in order when it comes down to your love life, you're too pessimistic. You're looking at everything when things are gonna fall. You have to be way more positive, and that's why I tell y'all about my oil of gladness. Especially if you are Capricorn or you have Aquarius energy, you need something that is going to lift you up, or even Cancer, because especially with Cancer in the dark aspect of their moon, it's hard to keep a positive view. Okay, so you're gonna need certain things to help you maintain that, because that's not natural to you. Okay, but this is what this is talking about. All right, appreciate that. And I love how y'all are honest with me on these platforms. And then I got Darius. Okay, here we go. To those that do not know, I have a rise sign Pisces, and when I'm going to read for this is going to be an honest read, because Pisces rule porn. Now you know why you love it so much. I want to actually make them, but now I'm a preacher and teacher and all that. I be like, shucks. Darius, let me know you're listening. We're gonna get on this. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark bring to light of my eyes, concerning sexual relationships pertaining to Pisces. Darius the Pisces. Sexual relationship concerning Darius. Here it goes. That which is in the dark bring it to light of my eyes, concerning sexual relationships with Darius the Pisces. He said always. We talking about sexual relationships. In shadow, finances come around sex. No finance, no romance, I like to say. This card right here shows up in finances. It says silent partner in shadow. We're asking about sexual relationships. It says Yud Resh Tav. It says tithing and meditation upon the sequence of letters. We're asking about sex. It said removing dark forces present in my earnings. It says it's destructive influence in my life. The light is now my silent partner. I am surrounded by endless blessing and protection. It is a partnership made in heaven. We're asking for sexual relationship. Creating a place of resource is going to surround any type of sexual activity. Me, myself, I always have my cards and stuff. I get more sex because I have resources to make myself available. But this card is talking about partnership. And somebody in I don't know if you yourself going to be in the dark, a silent partner, or you're going to have a silent partner. Somebody that you're going to be dealing with that is not per se going to be on the forefront. Or you can be somebody dealing with you and that you're not on the forefront. But it is there. And then you have angelic influence. So there's sex. We all have sex spirits. So I don't know. I want everybody to know that. But this talk about sex spirit. Hey, Zayin Yud. It says, using this name, I now access the network of angels, and I can remove negative. You got two around your sexual relationship. You got two cards that are speaking about dark energy, and they're also talking about negative influences. So make sure you're cleansing yourself when it comes down to any type of sexual relationship, because you got two cards revolving sex with money and spirituality. It said, I can remove these negative influences and chaotic influences in my life to ignite support and assistance and positive energy. But this card also says that you're going to have positive sexual experiences as well. But there is a chaotic influence. So this person can carry a chaotic energy or negative influence. And then your outcome card around sex is passion. You're going to enjoy sexual relationship with people that you are in. You have a passion for them. Listen to what it says. A yin, mem, mem. It said, this name stokes the fires of passion in my heart and soul. This letter gives me the power to maintain serenity, because we're asking about sex. relationship. Serenity, devotion, and correct conscience. This means that you have to think right concerning it in my prayers, meditation, and spiritual connection. So I'm also going to tell you with this outcome card, with this particular card, this is very psychic and spiritual card. Then this is a spiritual card. So make sure that you have protection on, because these are spiritual soul ties. Your sex life will be more than just physical. So be very careful about who you tie your soul to. That's Pisces energy. I had to collect my soul many times because I had distributed it out. What's your sex spirit? Girl, I don't have one. I got multiple sex spirits. You want to know the truth, Shamari? You would never know who's screwing you if you ever have sex with me. I ain't shame mud. It's the truth. Sometimes it be oh my God, and sometimes it's oh my Jesus, and sometimes it ain't. It's the devil. I think I got that. All right. To all of you guys that did your Cash App for me, thank you. And to those that went to the website, I'll get that taken care of as well. So thank you so much, guys. I think he meant what type. Protection. I think I gave you some of that oil a while ago. But I got something. This will work. This is actually this is one of my oils that I use. But this right here has the 72 names of God on it and technology. This is El Shaddai. This particular sigil, and then I got in the brown. But this is real old. But what I do, you have to put it. Men carry energy between the right up under their nutsack. There's a energy meridian that sits right there. And if that energy is strong, it will not only strengthen his erection, but it will also help a woman to orgasm, because your phallus is all about the energy. The more energy you have inside your phallus, the more she's going to, her vagina or her anus will respond to you. What's on? Did I miss something? Do everybody have a sex spirit? Absolutely, especially Scorpio. But everybody's sex spirit is different, because some people have seductive sex spirit, some people have freaky. Y'all know what kind I got. But they have, I was dozing off. What the what? All right. Y'all, I got to eat. I've been on here over an hour. But thank y'all so much. And don't forget to take care of all of this we got going on. All right. Don't miss out. God bless you.